and how to really get rid of the clutter and finally get organized.
Finally. Stay with us. The news starts right now.
Live from Studio 5 on Michigan Avenue, this is NBC 5 News Today at 6 a.m.
Who couldn't use a little help getting organized? The keys, the shoes at the back door, your closets are a mess. Boy, do you need help. Well, coming up, an expert on how to stop the clutter as it comes in the door. Stick around. She's next.
Well, in many homes, especially if you have kids, the area around your doorway can be a mess with all those shoes and keys and book bags. Can be really a catch-all for a lot of junk. Here now to help us get organized when you walk in the door is Jane Carroo. She's the clutter coach. Good morning.
Hi, good morning, Anita.
Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
So how do we get started?
Well, actually, everyone needs a launch pad in the morning to start out your day in a stress-free way.
How do you do that?
Well, we've brought some ideas here. We've got, the school locker model. Remember your school locker?
Sure.
And
like
everybody had their
cubicles.
own personal space. This is like a high-end, way of doing it, custom. But there's other ways to do this, too. You can get hooks, a bench, and some baskets, and you can personalize your space. Everyone really needs to have their own space personalized. Dymo makes a great label maker, especially for kids, that has colored labels.
What do you label?
Which makes it
what kind
fun.
of things would you label?
Well, we have all these different baskets and containers to help you get organized.
So
and
kids know where their mittens are and hats and jackets and all of that.
Absolutely. And the books going back to the library. Tray is a good idea to have your incoming and outgoing mail, because people have a problem with that when they come home from work.
Sure they do.
And, you can put your keys there, etc. So we've got, think outside of the box. Get creative. You can create your own containers or repurpose things that you have already in your home.
Is it a good idea to sort of go through these piles? Because, after a while you start to collect a lot of junk and, you don't use it all the time. So how often should you go through the stuff?
Well, this is really a transition place. This is not for your mail to pile up. It's just for in and out, the incoming mail and the outgoing mail. So every day I would recommend.
Now, these decorative boxes are beautiful. Is it a good idea to give each person their own box, or are you better off organizing the mittens and then the hats and then having people dig through them?
I think having each individual box and labeled for each person. The lunch bags can all go in the same container. That works.
Now you just have to get everybody involved in remembering to put their stuff back, right?
Exactly. And people can really take this on themselves, and if they're unable to do so, they can enlist the help of a buddy or go online to napo.net and get themselves a professional organizer in their area.
And napo.net is N-A-P-O?
Napo.net.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you. And we've also got some tips, obviously, on the screen right now for a lot of folks in case they were listening to you talk about this. But there's the tips, and we'll always have more on this on NBC5.com. All right, Kim, we're going to hand it back over to you.
Best part is she'll come to your house and do it for you. That's the easy way.
It never lasts.